There's this document out, it's a letter more so, that Biden was limiting YouTube accounts in order to restrict COVID talk. Now, I saw this title and naturally I did some research because I always like doing research. It's my favorite thing to do. I see a bunch of people on Twitter talking about this saying, oh, well, this is what fascism would do. This is fascism. So I'm curious because, I don't like fascists and I'm happy we're all agreeing. We got the Republicans and Democrats agreeing that we don't like fascists, which is pretty cool. So I was super excited. So here goes the letter. I read this. I read all this, by the way. I read it all already. I read this. Nah, I'm pretty sure you don't want to go through each painstaking detail. Upon reading this, I'm sure you don't want to do that. I'm sure you don't want to have this whole thing read to you. So I'm going to do a summary of the letter and help you out. It's going to be real easy. I'm going to tell you what it is. It's building a public case that Democrats are protecting Biden. That's what's going on here. And Google has admitted that Biden told them to get rid of voices that spoke out against COVID. Is signaling to conservative media that Republicans are fighting back and setting up for justification for more aggressive moves such as hearing, subpoenas, and contempt votes. Now, I do want to point this out. It's just a letter. It's not a subpoena or a law. It reads like campaign rhetoric as much as a legal argument. It's very strong-fisted with the commands that it's doing, and it demands on DOJ. The demands on the DOJ may clash with executive privilege and a lot of independence here. So there's a lot of stuff here. A lot of stuff. Here's what I discovered upon further investigation and reading the letter, which I'm sure you won't do. Do you know what YouTube accounts were restricted? Do you know? Do you have any idea? They were the ones saying that the COVID vaccine, right? The COVID vaccine was taking people out, is what they were saying. They're saying the COVID vaccine was worthless, that you shouldn't get the COVID vaccine, is more so what was going on. Now, this is going to sound fun for a lot of people. I didn't get the first round of the COVID vaccine. As a matter of fact, I don't think I got a single COVID vaccine. I stayed inside the entire time. I worked a remote job, and I didn't do anything that entire way through, simply by virtue of I don't trust the government putting vaccines in my body. Now, you may be asking, why do I not trust the government putting vaccines in my body? Well, that's because of these Tuskegee, Arizona experiments on black men. I'm going to show you what I mean. You probably don't know about the Tuskegee, Arizona experiments on black men. They took place in Tuskegee, Arizona to put syphilis in black men. The Tuskegee syphilis study. It's in a bunch of the Tuskegee study of the untreated syphilis in the Negro male. This went on from 1932 to 1972. So that's what happened. They just put a bunch of syphilis in a bunch of black people. So I don't care. I'm not going to trust the government giving me free anything to put in my body ever. I'm not doing that. Ever. I'm not anti-vax, by the way, just in case you anti-vax psychos want to be in the comments talking about this, but I don't do that. And a lot of people are using this as a false comparison to say, well, Trump is just as bad as Biden. I want to point something out. They both suck. I don't like either of them. Let's just get that and jot that down. Every time I scroll, it's like the same tired circus. People foaming at the mouth comparing Biden to Trump. Under Trump, gas was cheaper. Well, under Biden, the job numbers went up. I want to point this out. We're all stuck at the DMV realizing both administrations made the same promise. We'll fix everything. But here goes the fun difference. I don't have a MAGA hat. I don't have a Biden hat. I don't have a pocket constitution tucked into my church Bible. I don't have a Build Backs Better bumper sticker on the back of my car either. What I do have is bills and new fatigue and a simmering irritation every time someone tells me to pick a side, like it's a football team when both quarterbacks are throwing the ball straight into the ground. That's what's happening here. See, I'm not even sure if there are true Biden defenders. I don't even know. I don't. If there are Biden defenders, they might scream about maybe stability. Maybe how he at least doesn't rage post at 3 a.m. Trump defenders will scream about energy and disruption. At least he fought. Here's the fun part. Both sides leave out the part where their guy worked the system for money, for power and for influence. The difference always comes down to branding. That's it. One does it with aviator sunglasses and Amtrak nostalgia. The other does it with gold-plated bravado and caps made in bulk. That's what's going on. Yeah, they are different. Their rhetoric is different. Their tone is different. Their fan clubs are wildly different. Biden plays the grandpa and Trump plays the gladiator. But the stage itself hasn't changed. It's still politicians milking the spotlight while lobbyists write the script. That's what's going on. It's still insiders cashing in on contracts, donors, and backroom handshakes while we argue on social media. You idiots on Twitter. Just want to point that out, by the way. For your chump change to get rage bait interactions, which is great. The irony here is almost cosmic. We're fighting over who's less corrupt. It's like arguing which casino is less rigged. Are you happy with that? You can say, oh, Biden looks weak. Oh, but Trump's indictments make him look crooked. But at the end of the day, what actually changes for regular people besides the branding of the press conference? What changes? What changes? And then I get told, and this is my most agitating thing, well, you have to care. You have to pick. No, I don't. Did you know that I don't have to pick? You dumbass, you worthless trife savage. Did you know that? I don't know if you knew that. I don't have to cosplay as a red-hatted warrior or a blue flag waving optimist. I don't have to pick between Democrat or Republicans. There are so many other options. It's not just right or left, by the way. There's so many other options. There's so many others. So many others. There's an insane amount of things that you could possibly do. The issue is politicians. Period. That's it. Period. That's it. I hate both. Are you aware of that? I don't have cynicism for the sake of it, but because if you strip away the speeches, the slogans, and the fake photo ops with ice cream cones or coal miners, oh my God, you see the same thing. Corruption. Not just financial, moral, ethical corruption that normalizes itself. Yes, Biden limited voices on YouTube, even if they were screaming and saying, yep, COVID actually, destroys everybody and ruins your blood cells. Cool. Let them post that up. I say let them post it. That's what I say. Same thing with Trump. I don't want you to use the same heavy-fisted tactics of restricting free speech. We should call out Biden. Well, Biden should go to jail. Great. Put him in prison. I don't care. I don't. Are you daft? I want you to really grasp that no one cares if Biden goes to jail. No one. Put Trump and Biden in jail. Put them in the same prison, mate, and have them be bunk buddies. Have them be butt buddies. Have them high-five each other every day and say, we really messed up this time. Have them have fun together. Have that be the new thing. Because I don't care about either of them. I don't know what mindset you have where I think of this Biden as a hero. I don't. He's worthless. Same with Trump. Both are worthless, weak, fragile, disgusting, trife old men. It's the same trick cycle. Convince you the other guy is the apocalypse so you forget whether the actual guy is actually fixing anything. Convince you that voting is a team sport so you never ask who's writing the rule book. Convince you that loyalty to a politician is the same as loyalty to your country. And it works because people love easy villains and easy heroes because you're easily so manipulated because you're fucking stupid. That's it. The average person is a complete worthless trife dumbass. So yeah, Biden is different than Trump. Trump is different from Biden. But the thing they share is what I can't stand. The machine of politics that eats outrage and spits out corruption. The entire system rewards grift, posturing, and theater, while regular people are left asking each other if gas was cheaper under one administration or if unemployment ticked lower under another. Like we're accountants for empires we never got paid to manage. And until that changes, don't hand me a hat, don't hand me a Bible, don't hand me a slogan, because I'm not pledging allegiance to corruption, no matter what face it wears. I don't care. Don't say ever in your life, well, Biden did this, so he's just as bad. Who gives a damn? They both suck. Are you aware of that? Do I need to jot this down for you? Do I need to spell it out? Do I need to make this simple for you? I use 3 words. They both suck. I'll use 4 words. I don't like either. There's 4. I know it's another word, so it's a bit more difficult for you to get that through your skull. It may actually be much more hard. Much harder. Sorry, I apologize. Much more hard isn't correct vernacular. It actually must be much harder for you to actually grasp it. Because I'm using such big words. It must suck for you. Hence why I'm dumbing down my speech right now. Usually I'd use big words and all these crazy vocabulary. 10th grade vocabulary, 12th grade vocabulary is what I'd use. But no, I'm keeping this video very simple because I don't grasp. Why you do this every time? What's the... Shut up. I don't know what to tell you. Shut up. I don't care. Don't restrict any speech, period, actually. How about that? Have you considered that? Biden sucks, Trump sucks, politicians suck. They're all corrupt all the way to the top. I don't like any celebrity either. Did you know that? I don't like none of them. I don't like a single celebrity. I don't think there's a single good celebrity. Not one, period, ever. I don't. You get that much money, I don't like you, period. I just don't like you. I still have a job. I still work a 9 to 5. And if I lose that 9 to 5, it's not like I'm going to post on YouTube. I'm going to work at DoorDash. Did you know that? Are you aware of that? You pick that up? You put it down? You figure that out? Did ya? Yeah, so there's that. Have a lovely or fantastic day wherever you at, and stop being stupid.
I'm your Nick and night, be my Laura. Ooh, happy to try what you need. Your world, I love to live in it. Ooh, I love the ride when you're free.